Heaven's California.
Hey guys, today I'm going to react to a Wansee entertainment video. True lake horror story animated. I love these horror stories. I never get like bored of these things. Like I just see a notification every day or every few days, and I'm just like, yes, like. And it's good. Like it's good to know like experiences. Like like you hear experiences, and then you kind of like know what to not do in the future. Just kind of gives you an idea. And this is a lake horror story, so let's go.
Before starting the story, I would like to tell you guys about a channel. The name of the channel is IMR Scary Tales. This channel previously used to make scary animation videos in the Hindi language, from India. Now they are publishing them in English on their new channel, IMR Scary Tales. The channel has really exciting horror content to share with you. Do show them some love. Check out the channel and do subscribe to it as well. Link to the channel is in the description below.
Let me know if you guys want me to react to that channel that I might possibly consider doing that. Just let me know.
I'm a 16-year-old girl, and this took place in July of 2019.
Okay.
Me, my parents, and two sisters were having a family gathering at this lake where we all used to go. We hadn't been to this lake in a few years, so I was excited to be going back. Just to give you a general idea of the place, when you first pull into the path to head up to the lake, you have to drive for a few minutes, a very narrow path surrounded by woods.
Creepy. And
you come to a fork in the path. One leads to a picnic area and the other leads to the lake. Then you continue up the path to the lake, and after a few more minutes, come across another fork. One side leads to one entrance to the lake, and the other side leads to another entrance that's across the lake. After that, you still have to drive for a few more minutes until you get to the parking area, so it's pretty tedious. We'd already been to the lake for a few hours, and suddenly I got a headache. My mom gave me the car keys so I could go sit in the car with the air conditioning on. I took the keys and started to walk back to the car. The parking lot and the lake area were a little way off apart.
The way she's walking.
As I was approaching our car, I saw a man who was looking through the car windows.
Oh, come on.
He was a skinny, old white man with shoulder-length gray hair, and he wore old clothes. I stopped walking and asked him, "Sir, what are you doing?" He slowly turned to me, stared at me for a moment, and then walked away. I thought it was weird, but I just ignored him that he might be just another visitor in this area.
Yeah, a visitor looking in your car.
I was totally wrong. I got into the driver's seat and locked the car.
Yeah,
I
good
turned
call.
the car on and tried to call my mom to tell her about the man, ask if she could send someone to come sit with me. But there wasn't any cell service out at this lake, so the call never went through.
Shit.
I then looked to the right and saw the old man looking at me through the passenger side window. He was trying to open the door.
Can I help you?
I screamed and desperately tried calling my dad and then my aunt, hoping the call would somehow go through. But of course, it didn't. I was freaking out.
Yeah, you can't even call the cops either.
I honked the horn at the man, hoping that someone would hear and come see. I was blaring the horn, but there was no one else in the parking area.
It's hard to he's not really doing anything
far
to
away
you.
from the lake area, so my family couldn't hear me at all. The man stopped, stared at me, and gave up trying to open the door.
It was locked, like.
And then he stepped back from the car while saying something, but I couldn't hear him. As he disappeared, I got out of the car, locked it, and rushed back to the lake area. When I got there, I slammed the keys on the table and my mom asked me what was wrong. I told her, and as I was talking, I could see that she got angry. She looked at my dad and uncles and told them they needed to come with us back to the car. I started crying and shaking as we were walking back towards the cars. Two of my uncles ran into the woods, and my father drove down to the path.
In the woods,
As I was crying, I just stood there.
Oh no, the guy's gonna.
My two aunts
Okay.
and grandmother hugged me and told me that everything is okay. Mom looked in the windows of the other cars in the area to see if the man got inside one of the cars, but all the cars were empty. A few minutes later, everyone was back, but they couldn't find that old man.
He's gone now, obviously.
Soon we left the lake, and as we were leaving, we saw a park ranger. We told him everything, and he looked confused. He said that no one didn't go out from this area before us, which meant that man came from the woods in this lake. When I heard of it, I was terrified.
That's creepy.
But now I'm glad that I'm okay. But I still think about what could have happened to me if the man managed to get inside the car.
Well, he's right there, my dude, so you better watch the hell out. Alright, so I will agree that's not that scary, to be honest. Like, I've definitely heard scarier. Of course, probably experiencing it would be a lot more scary, like I was trying to open the door. But it's not like he had a knife, it's not like he was banging or like saying, I'm gonna fucking kill you, or, you know, it's not like he was just calmly trying to open the door a few times, you know. It's not that scary. I mean, of course, I'm not really in the story, so I guess I can't really say much, but I mean, from what I see, that wasn't too bad, but be careful. I don't even know what the moral of that story is. Don't go alone to the car. I don't know. And don't go somewhere with no cell service, because if you get fucked up, then you're gonna get fucked up. But, so I don't really even know what to really say to that, but I'm glad you're okay. Just be careful next time if you see anything sus. I wouldn't say call the police, but you can't. I wouldn't say call your parents, but you did, and then you couldn't get through, so. That's kind of a tough one, so I don't know what to really do in that case, but I'm glad you're okay, and just be careful in the future, that's all I can really say. And that's it. And you guys for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.